Okay, Maganda Gabi. I'm gonna tell you about world currency news. The Chinese, the Chinese fans are celebrating the Oscar nomination of Michelle Yeoh for Best Actress. Yeoh was nominated for her starring role in Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, and which also get earned her Golden Globes win earlier this month. Yeoh is the first Malaysian and also the first Chinese woman descent gain an Oscar nomination for Best Actress. Second news is Justin Bieber has sold his rights for his songs for reported $200 million for two Hypnosis songs capital. The move means Hypnosis song management can earn the money when every time when the songs used on radio, TV, and more. Aircraft Boeing will answer a fraud charge in court later over two plane crashes which killed 346 people. Both accidents were down to flaws in the flight control systems on the 737 MAX aircraft, which caused nosedives. Boeing was found to have failed to disclose information about the system, but avoided a trial by agreeing to pay $2.5 billion in fines and compensation. Relatives of those who died are trying to reopen their settlement. It means that for the first time the company will be formally charged in court in relation to the two crashes, and will have to plead guilty or not guilty.
I will tell about current news in Kazakhstan. Kazakh President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev appoints 10 new Senate deputies. The president's right to appoint 10 deputies to the Senate, which consists of 50 deputies, is enshrined in the country's constitution. 5 of them are recommended by the Assembly of People of Kazakhstan and advisory body chaired by the president and aimed at representing the various ethnic groups that make up Kazakhstan. Before last year's constitutional amendments, the president appointed 15 deputies to the Senate. The constitutional amendments also abolished the Assembly's code in the Majlis and transferred it to the Senate, but reduced it from 9 to 5 deputies. Second news: Kazakh Bolsha scholarship graduates enter world's top 2% of premier science. The annual Stanford University list, based on Scopes citation that includes the world's top 2% most influential scientists from all fields. The Kazakh nominees recently commented on these results. The high citation index demonstrates the college's high esteem for the work. My astrophysics, gravity, and cosmology scientific works have received public acclaim. I believe they can serve as a good example for young scientists. Said Kazakh researched physics and math PhD Professor Radbay Mijakulov, who has been named the most cited science for 2021 and one of the world's most cited scientists throughout his career.
That's good.
I will say about sports in the world. It's basketball in Los Angeles. LeBron James moved to within 177 points of the NBA's all-time scoring record as the Los Angeles Lakers. Were beaten 133 and 115 by the Los Angeles Clippers. James scored 40 points in the losing cause, but in the process made history as the first player to hit 4 points against every franchise in the league. The 38 years old also ended the night with a career high 9 3-points, the first player aged 35 or older to make 9 or more 3 in a game. I've put a lot of work into it and was able to make a few shots tonight to try to help us stay in the game. James told reporters that the Clippers, they are really good, exceptionally good when they shoot the 3 ball. Next one is tennis. Magdalene unseeded player credits count as her weapon or at Australian Open. Fans and the front it's alike accepted a Polish player would compete in the semi-final of this year's Australian Open, but possibly not unseeded one. Magdalene and not Women's World NO1. Ega Swiatek finds herself as Poland's sole remaining. Representative in this year's singles tournament and will take on Alina Sabalenka in Thursday's semi-final after ousting former world No.1 Karolina Pliskova at the goals 6 and 3, 7-5. Swiatek was the tournament favorite after reaching the semi-finals last year and winning 8 titles in 2022, including 2 Grand Slams, but was knocking bounced by 2022 Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina on Sunday. Rybakina will face the winner between Jessica Pegula, USA, and Victoria Azarenka, Belarus, in the semi-final. In July of last year, Rybakina becomes the first tennis player from Kazakhstan to win the Grand Slam. It's a Kazakhstan sport. As Astana reigning Wimbledon champion, world No.25 Elena Rybakina, 23, becomes the first woman from Kazakhstan to reach to semi-final and of the Australian Open, the 2023 year. After a decisive victory 6-4, against Latvia's Jelena Ostapenko on January 24th, reported the press service of the Kazakhstan Tennis Federation. The next one, it's Gennady Gennadovich Golovkin. He is a Kazakhstan professional boxer. He has held multiple midweight world championships and is a 2-time NFL champion, having held the ABF title since 2019 and the WBA title since April 2022. Previously, he held the NFL WBA, Super WBAs, and the IBF titles between 2014 and 2018, and has challenged once for the undisputed super middleweight championship in 2022. He is also a two-time able middleweight champion in his second region since 2019. In world sports, Barcelona family have new sports news about in SNS news have made history by becoming the first football team to win 50 consecutive legal games. It achieved the unprecedented feat by thrashing Leven's last plans 7-0 at the Stade Johan Cruyff on Wednesday. The team still hasn't lost at his home stadium since it opened at 2019. Nigeria international assist Oshela scored a hat-trick. Anna Maria Ronogrevic scored 2, while Vicky Lopez and Marina Caldente 3. Each grabbed second half goals as Barcelona wrapped up an emphatic history. The Catalan club's Dominicans stretches back to June 2021, when it lost 4-3 away to Atletico Madrid. Since then, the team has scored 247 goals, which is an average of just under 5 per game, and conceded only 19.
Now it's my turn to tell you about weather in the world. Tens of millions of people across East Asia braved a severe cold snap Wednesday, as sub-zero temperatures and heavy snow brought house during the Lunar New Year holiday. And South Korea has issued heavy snow warnings this week, as temperatures fell as low as minus 15 degrees Celsius. According to the Central Disaster and Safety Countermeasure Headquarters. In neighboring Japan, hundreds of flights were cancelled, like 229 flights on Tuesday and Wednesday due to heavy snow and strong winds that hampered visibility. Wednesday 25 January to Sunday 29 January in the UK's next few days will become less cold. Temperature will immediately lift close to the seasonal. There will still be frost in places. Now I'm telling you about weather in Kazakhstan. Currently in Almaty, the sky is relatively clouded. The temperature is a frigid minus 6 degrees Celsius, while the real field temperature due to the wind is calculated to be partly clouded. Thank you for attention.